Okay, so so now I'm going to make this video about the Gradebook, and the reason I'm going to do this video in English is because even that is for my Spanish people, I have other faculty members, friends that have the same issues, so I'm gonna share this video with other people that is not only for the Spanish my Spanish faculty. So I'm going to this is going to be in how to make the Gradebook in Canvas, and let me share here my my desktop, and I will go here to Canvas. Okay, and I'm gonna do. And this is important to have like 3 classes that are the same. When you have 3 classes, and even though this one that is not the same class, you have the same weight for each section of the gradebook. So you just do it in one class and then you import it to the other classes. So you don't have to do this every single time. So I'm gonna do this one, okay? And you go to your class, and then you go to assignments, okay? So when you are in assignments, this is one little quiz that I put there, have no value whatsoever, okay? But this is for the syllabus. I am exploring right now to make, if it works or how it works, to make a little quiz about the syllabus, or the first day of class with where is my office hours and when is the date for the final exam, things like that. So make sure that they read it. Okay, so that's there. But let's do groups, and we have several groups. One is the group which is a participation. So participation is one of them, and you create that group, okay? Another group that you are going to add here will be, and it depends on your online assignments. This is my other group. Then I have quizzes, and since this one exists, I'm going to edit this one, and I'm going to put tareas. I'm going to put quizzes, and say save. So I have that one there that is not going to value anything, but let me move this one here because I don't want that to be the first one in my groups. Okay, so I have quizzes already. So now we have test, and we have 4 tests in all of them is 20% of the grade, but it happens that when I put 20% of the grade there, it didn't single out each one. So I rather single every test, so it gives them a more accurate grade. So this will be test 1. Okay, save it here, and I'm going to put test 2. As you see, I have done this before, right? Test 2, which are the lessons. This will be test 3, and for some reason, no. Okay, and test 4. One of the reason I didn't put more wording here is because when you find, let me go here to grades, just to show you. It will take too long if you spell out everything. So at the end, you're gonna run all the way down there. Even though I do even put in a little wording. So if you make the assignment way too wordy in the beginning, it's gonna take all that in here. Okay, so let me go back to the assignments. That is where we are doing are putting together the groups. Okay, so we have the 4 tests here, and we have the midterm. Oh, come on. we have midterm, save, and we have final. And oh, I forgot the oral presentation, all the oral component. Some oral, some the oral presentation as a presentation for one student, other as a group, other as an interview. It varies. Okay, so save. So I have here all my groups, okay? So now I want to weight them. And in here, assign group weight, and I say, yes, I want to assign the weight. So for participation is 10%. Online assignment is 20%. The quizzes, all of them is 10%, with exception that one with the syllabus, but they have to complete it anyhow. This one is for the lesson one, or the first lesson that we cover is 5%. Each one is 5. And like I said, this is 20% of the grade, but it happens that when I put the 20 and they see one by one, it confused them somehow. So I rather single them out. So they can see this is 15%, 15%, and this is 10%. So you see that you put the values here, and you got your 100%. So you say save. So now you have your big groups. And then you need to put the specifics, which are, for instance, let's put here, I just would put for the name of these assignments, I'm gonna put weeks 1 to 4. I always like to put that, that participation every 4 weeks, so they know where are they doing. So let's see that the 4th week for this one, the due date for the 4th week of the last day, that will be for me, which I teach Tuesday, Thursday, will be September 13th of September. So let's put here, and you'll see what happened. Okay, and done. And for points here, I will put that is 10 points. Or you can even put 100, that's the same. And I'm not publishing yet my, because I want to do several works, so I like to publish everything at once. Once I finish, I'm gonna say save for now, okay? So here is gonna be the participation for weeks 1 to 4 at the end. You can do it weekly, or you can put the different weeks, and you can put it in here. That helps too. Okay, so is whatever you decide to make the subcategories in here at the end is gonna weigh the same. It's gonna weigh the 10% here. Okay, online assignments. Okay, so here we have what we call Superside, or that is the book we use. So we say for them to know that is the book, we say VHL, and in this class will be lesson 5. This is my first lesson, and this assignment is due. It is due September 12th. Okay. So September 12th, and this one is due at 11:59 p.m. And it's important that you put here the time, because they know it's time, and this is 100 points. So they know when it's due. It's not something that is in class, it's outside class. And then you put, this is the VHL for lesson 5, and this will be the VHL for lesson 6. And for lesson 6 is September the 26th. Okay, it's the same at 11. 59, 100 points, save. And we have other two, which is 7. And for lesson 7 will be the October the 22nd. Done. 100. Come on. And then here you put for lesson 8. And for lesson 8 is November the 7th. Done. 100. Okay, and save. So here are my online assignments. In my case, I also put I do a special activity for vocabulary that is also online and included here. But like I say, what you put in here, this is your 20% of the whole grade. And let me show you how it looks here in grades. So you see that here's your participation, 10% online assignments, and here is the test. Oh, it's not, I'm sorry, it's not, you cannot see the specific because I haven't published yet. So what you are looking at here are the big categories, but not the breakdown because it's not published. Once it's published, you're going to see it here. Okay, and these are all the categories with the weight, and that will be the weight for 100%. Okay, so let me go back here to assignments, and you are going to do the same with quizzes. For instance, this quiz, if you put you can edit because we didn't put it, but this quiz, they are going to have it the first day of class. Okay, and I'm not going to put a specific time, because they can do it any moment. Say save, and there it is. Okay, so you have the quiz, and also we have quiz 1 that is for quiz 1. Oops, 1, and this is for lesson 5, and this one is 2. And I just want, I want to put this so you can, I can show you something. And this one here, you put, this is in class. So I'm going to put AM. So that also, they can see that this is in class quiz, okay? This one here, they can do it after when they have the syllabus, and I put a video like this one where I specified everything that is important for me for them to know about the syllabus. So I make a video like this. So they have to see the video, they have to look at the syllabus, and they complete this. So this, it can be done whenever. I didn't put the weight of this one. Let me see if it's, yes. Okay, so the weight of this one is 100. Okay, and this one, you see, I didn't put any weight in there. So I'm gonna put my quiz, quiz 2, and this will be lesson 6. And for that one will be September 19. So this is why it's important that you have your dates down. So you do this at the beginning of the semester, and you don't have to worry about this anymore. It's right there. And let's put this, the quiz 3. This will be lesson, caramba, entonces, lesson 6, no, 5, 6, 7, this is 7. And for that lesson 7 is October the 10th. Done, and this is for 100. And the last one Oh, it's covered. My face is covering there. Quiz 4. That will be for lesson 8. And lesson 8, the quiz for lesson 8 is October the 29th and 100. Okay, so we have the quizzes. For the, you put here, this will be for lesson 5. Like I say, I don't put the whole name in it because it is going to be very wide once you put it once you see it in the gradebook itself. So that will be the test for, so that is September the 17th. And this is in class, so I'm going to put 8 a.m. I mean during class time. And here, can't remember what is the weight because these are different weights. So I'm just going to put like, I'm going to put 50. No, I'm not going to put anything because they're going to get confused. But I need to put the value of it. Okay, so this is for the lesson 5. This will be for lesson 6. And for lesson 6, October 1st at 8 a.m. And then, and you do this with lesson 7. And this is October 24. And you will see that I'm going to finish this in no time since I already have all the dates down. And last test here, this is lesson 8. And the lesson 8 is Noviembre 12. And like I said, when you have many classes of the same, and I put here, this is lesson 5 and lesson 6. This is what the midterm is. So I'm going to put the midterm is October the 8th. For some reason, this semester, the midterm is not in the 8th week, but in the 7th. So it creates some disbalance. Okay, and these are going to put 100 here. And the final is not a final per se, is 7 on, oops, $, and lesson 8. And that is going to be December 12th. It happens that it's going to be at 8 a.m., the same time of my class, but like I said, that is not always the case, right? And save. The oral presentation, I'm not going to put a date because it's different for each student. And I'm going to put an oral presentation. And this is 50, at least for me, but you can put whatever points is there. It's going to calculate it. You put it 50, put 60, you put it 100, it's going to calculate it at 10% of the total grade. Okay, so you say save. So now I have all my gradebook done. Okay, so when you see, let me see here what it says syllabus. Okay, so notice this. Once that I create my gradebook and I put the dates, it creates this in this tab that says syllabus. It puts all the assignments in the order they are happening. Okay, so many times I make this page the home page. Okay, so they start here. So every time they open Canvas, what they see is what is due. They see that this day they have to make this assignment, and not only the date but also the time, so they know that this is in class. Okay, this is a quiz of vocabulary for lesson 5. It is in class, but this one here is the online assignments, all the exercises that they do for lesson 5, but they do it on their own, and is due this day at midnight, Cinderella style. After that, the system will still count those assignments they complete after midnight, but is going to penalize them with 50% of whatever that particular exercise is. For instance, if there's 10 exercises and the student only completed one of those 10 after midnight, the penalization is for that one exercise that they did after midnight. Okay, it doesn't penalize the whole chapter. So that's good for you to know and to let them know that that's the case, because sometimes they panic and they think that everything is counted as penalized because they finish after midnight. That's not the case, because every time they complete one exercise is recorded in the system, so it takes it was done on time. Okay, so that is only for the exercises they do after, and it's always a good policy to have, because otherwise, if they don't feel that they have that due date, they are going to postpone at the point that is too much. Okay, so it's good that they are on time with the assignments. So here you see there is another way that you have your syllabus in there. So let me do something to see settings. So in settings is where I don't see here. I used to see a place where they ask you to create the, but let me show you one more thing. Okay, so this class, okay, this class starts on August the 22nd and ends December the 3rd. Okay, this is when it ends. And here, this is, where is my grading scheme? Okay, here, enable grading scheme. This is the other thing you have to look at. I say set grading schemes. So as you see, by default, we have all these information here, but we don't go by this. We go from the plain ABCD, okay, and F. So we are going to edit this, okay, and we are going to erase all these ones. Oops, I erased the insert here. No. Okay, so I erase this and this. I need the C. I don't have the D plus. Okay, so these are the ones we need. Okay, and here we have to accommodate this here. Variable, it says 90, 80, 70, 60. So now that we have our grading scheme, we say save and done. So that's our grading scheme is ready too. And after that, we say we're going to update and we're going to save what we did, and voila. I cannot remember what I let me go to models. I think sometimes it's there. No, it's not there anymore. It's when before you put anything here, say, and they ask you to, what is my home page? Yeah. Choose home page. Here it is. When you are in home, in here you can decide where is the first page they are going to see when they open Canvas. So what I like to do is when I choose home page, okay, I like to put syllabus okay? And I say save. And here are the due dates and what we're doing when. So the students don't have the excuse say I didn't know, because this is the first things they see when they open the canvas. Let me do one thing. I'm going to publish everything in here. I'm going to publish so I can explain one more thing. Let me just do that. I don't need to save, no, that. Just once you put here, you publish, okay? But still, this class is not open yet. You have to also open your canvas. But I want to do some other changes here before it's complete. So then I can copy this, the same I'm doing right now, to my other classes that are the same than this. So I'm not working, I'm not duplicating my work. I mean, I'm duplicating, I'm taking this to the other classes, but I don't have to do this by hand, one per class, okay? So I'm going to here grades on, now you can see that they show up here, okay? This is another thing that is very important for you to know. When you assigned, let's say, like all the students complete this online assignment, okay? And you're gonna put everybody's grade in here. If a student didn't complete this assignment, you must put 0 in there. You cannot leave it with this little hyphen thing. If you do, you are giving the students the wrong grade, okay? Because they are going to feel that everything is fine. No, you need to put that 0 there so the students see why I have the grade I have is because you have a 0, okay? So in that case, the student, they will come and you make, if you can, if they have an excuse or something, you can redo it, or the student have to complete the assignment online, and when you finish, you will put the right result there. But you cannot leave it as this. You have to put 0 if a student doesn't complete an assignment. That's very important, okay? Otherwise, that's why students say, I didn't know I was doing that poorly, is because you as professor didn't fill this in. Okay, so if you give if you give grades for everybody, if a a particular student does not complete one assignment, you must put 0. That's very, very important, okay? So you always want to have an accurate grade. And they and you are going to know where they are. And that's very important. So we can fix any problem early, not at the end where nothing can be done. Okay, so that was the basic thing. So you already have in here in the assignments is where you put all your stuff, all your you create your groups, and then you create the breakdowns for each particular section. So I hope that is helpful, and that okay, so one the thing is that I know I want to do more stuff in here, but the way to import it is when you, let me go here. So this will be, this is the same class but different section, okay? And in here, in settings, configuration settings. Oh, it's in Spanish again? Why is it in Spanish? Sorry, guys. Let me do something here that maybe that's why. Idioma. Let me put it in English. Where English, US. And let me save it. Okay, now you can see it in English. I'm sorry. For some reason, some things are in Spanish for me. Okay, so in here, you are going to import a class. And in here, you say content type, and you're going to say copy Canvas course. Okay. And here you are going to select what is the one you're going to copy. So I believe, this is another trick. This is, there is one way, or there is one way to know, because here you see elementary Spanish and one is 101 and these others are the 102. Okay, it doesn't specify here, and there is a way to do it. You say all content, okay? You can put, this is an option, adjust events and due dates, but in this case, all the classes have the same, and then you say import. Let me see if it does it like this, FLS, 102, 02, it does it that way? No. Okay. But then you say import and it will copy everything you did in your other class is going to pass to this one, and you don't have to do all by hand. Okay, I owe you that piece of information to know exactly that you're copying the right one, but I positive that this is the way you do it. Okay, so that's how you, I hope that this time that was helpful, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, stop share. Okay, bye-bye.